Gu-won rejects Do-hee's marriage proposal to the shock of all who are present in the event. Do-hee immediately walks away, out of embarrassment. And even though she doesn't want to be with Gu-won at the moment, he is still her bodyguard. The children of the chairman talk about the will. Soo-an wants to contest the will. But her brother, Suk-min, is way more clever than her, and he is thinking of other ways to get the company. Meanwhile, Do-hee sits at the back of the car. She clearly feels disappointed that she was turned down by Gu-won, but she makes all possible excuses for her actions at the funeral. When she left the car, Gu-won notices the letter to Do-hee from the chairman and attempts to give it to Do-hee. But Do-hee is still frustrated and talks loudly as she enters her house, unaware that Gu-won follows her and can hear everything from the outside. Gu-won decides not to give the letter at the moment to escape from Do-hee's anger. Do-hee is startled when someone rings the doorbell of her home. She is thinking it is Gu-won, but actually, it is Suk-hoon. Suk-hoon insists on staying for the night after hearing from Do-hee about the couple of incidents she encountered. But she refuses and tells Suk-hoon that the security in the building is tight. On the other hand, Gu-won tells Bok-ju about the marriage proposal. Bok-ju immediately tells him about the movie titled Bodyguard, where the characters falls in love. But Gu-won opposes the idea because he thinks humans are insignificant. The photo of Gu-won's refusal to Do-hee's marriage proposal quickly spread in the news. Jin Gao-yong barges into Gu-won's office and asks him about the photo. At the same time, Do-hee is calling Gu-won and asks him to meet her. Do-hee asks Gu-won why he rejected her proposal, and Gu-won answers Do-hee to ask another man because he doesn't want to. Feeling rejected twice in a span of a day, Do-hee wants to head home. At the car, because of sleepiness, Do-hee starts to tell Gu-won about why she still works hard even though she doesn't want to be happy. Gu-won secretly placed the chairman's letter to Do-hee's bag. When Do-hee arrives home, she starts to read the letter, and the chairman explains why she wants Do-hee to find someone to marry. Chun-suk's family doesn't permit an autopsy to the body of the chairman. Chun-suk has finally been laid to rest. Meanwhile, Gu-won starts to have a flashback of his memories when he was still a human 200 years ago. Bok-ju concluded that the reason for the flashbacks was because of the loss of his tattoo and Gu-won's power. He is actually a human and immortal now. Gu-won wants to recharge and holds Do-hee's arm, but she refuses because she has an image to protect. Gu-won tries multiple times to hold Do-hee's arm until they reach Do-hee's office, but Do-hee managed to hide her arm from Gu-won. Do-hee wants to check the CCTV from the chairman's home office the day she died and asks Gu-won to help her. Gu-won also tells Do-hee that he can also trace the killer who tries to harm her, but he first tried to negotiate with Do-hee to do the task. Unfortunately, after holding Do-hee's arm, Gu-won can't still find the culprit, but when he tries to find another person, he is successful. They teleport to the place where Han Min-soo is in the pantry. They heard what they are talking about, Do-hee and Gu-won's special relationship. Because of their physical intimacy, during that awkward time, they accidentally made a noise. But before they were about to get caught, they teleported away from that place. The person who puts the medicine in the chairman's bag was the last person she talked to. But in the CCTV, that part was already removed. Do-hee noticed that. Suk-hoon asks Do-hee to have a dinner with him, but Gu-won informs Do-hee that she already has an appointment. That appointment is with the 3 employees. They want to welcome Gu-won and have a drink. Gu-won tries to hold Do-hee's arm and he succeeded, but Jung-mi sees their hands. Jin-gi asks Gu-won why he rejected Do-hee's proposal. At first, he tells them that he likes her and then compares Do-hee to a pig. That upsets her. Do-hee immediately pulls back her hand from Gu-won's grasp and walks out. Gu-won asks Do-hee what's the problem. As Do-hee answers Gu-won, she looks back and doesn't see Gu-won anywhere. Gu-won then contemplated leaving her alone. But the gang group that was after Gu-won surrounds him. Gu-won tries to escape after he sees a call from Do-hee, but his cell phone gets thrown away. Meanwhile, Do-hee searched for Gu-won while calling his cell phone. Gu-in was surrounded by the gang and was hit on the back of his head by a baseball bat. That is when Do-hee uses a whistle to catch the gang's attention. She sees Gu-won kneeling and blood runs down his face. She uses her taser, but it goes off quickly. She then uses a fake gun and goes to Gu-won. When Gu-won takes a hold of Do-hee's arm, his power comes back, and they dance to tango while fighting the gang members. Meanwhile, the guy who tries to kill Do-hee witnesses everything and is taking a video of the fight. As Gu-in is dancing with Do-hee, he seems to start falling for her.